And we are back. Thank you so much for tapping in with us on this lovely Tuesday on the Doing All Right here. Bryan, you know, I of course we have three players that we have to talk about as well. Right. We're gonna talk that. But Bryan, I just see some commentary and I want your thoughts on it. Okay. And I'll kind of give you mine. Okay. I've been seeing a little commentary, Bryan. People trying to force us to draft Keldric Faulk and TJ Parker.
Sure.
Like, all right, cool. With the idea of Christian Parker and TJ Parker is his cousin or something. I'm lying. I don't know if they're really related. I'm just being stupid. But people seem to feel like with the scheme change that we need to add personnel to account for the big edge guy. Mm-hmm. Here's my counter to that, right? If you're going to be 3-4 philosophy, and he said, and 4-3 spacing, right? I think you basically have the guys to do the job. As your big defensive end, you need that dude to not really be a pass rusher for you, but to kind of set edges, stack up with tackles. You may be a 4-eye, you may be outside shoulder, whatever the alignment may be, or the presentation may be. But you really just need that guy to be kind of strong, stout, able to two-gap if you need him to just keep pressure off one of those linebackers, right? Here's my argument. When people talk about Keldric Faulk and TJ Parker, they say, well, you need a guy like that that's about 280 some odd pounds that can move around pretty decent or whatever to play that job. Voch says this. I think that we're not talking about a couple of people that's in the building already, Bryan. Sure. When we talk about the defensive tackle room, we talk about Quinnen, Kenny, and Osa. Right. And Quinnen and Kenny are going to be interchanging between a gap guy or 2-eye guy or three tech guy, 4-eye, whatever. Osa's probably going to play some wider alignments. But the tackles that we're not talking about is Solomon Thomas and Perrion Winfrey. Right. If we're running 4-3 philosophically, you got a bunch of dudes that play the same thing. If we're 4-3 philosophically, as your 3 techs, you got Quinnen, Solomon, Perrion, Osa. They all play 3 tech. Right. If you're philosophically a 3-4, those jobs change up a little bit. So now Quinnen is going to be more of a guy. Well, Quinnen can do anything because he's bigger, right? But there are some times, Bryan, last year or year before that we saw Osa in A-gap. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to ever see Osa in A-gap again.
Sure.
Or at least not in this scheme.
Not in this scheme.
Osa is going to be 3 and out.
Yes, sir.
Quinnen and Kenny are going to be 3 and in.
In, right.
Right?
Right.
So there's one more guy that you got to deal, and they're saying, well, Voch, can it be Keldric Faulk? Can it be TJ Parker? I don't want to overdraft because you need that. Right. I think Perrion Winfrey and Solomon Thomas, they've played those spots before. Right. Perrion played them at Oklahoma. He did a little bit at the Jets. Or the Browns or whatever. Solomon did it with the Jets, did it with San Francisco, I believe, just a little bit. I think those two guys that are on this roster right now, you ain't got to spend extra money, and everybody want to save money. They're going to be making vet minimum. I think Perrion making less than that. He making damn USF minimum, USFL minimum, whatever, Bryan. So, Bryan, let me ask you this. What do you think of my idea of we don't have to go find a big body guy. Take the dudes that's in that room right now. Everybody ain't going to be a superstar. Take those dudes that's in the room right now and let Perrion and Solomon play some of that 5 tech, some of that 4-eye type technique in this new Christian Parker scheme.
Do you worry a little bit, and I guess evidently you don't, mm-hmm. I always kind of thought about Winfrey as a one gap, get up the field guy. Even though at Oklahoma he played some head up nose.
Yep.
You know, so he's kind of comfortable with that. But I just wondered if like his best traits are playing one gap and not maybe having to play, as we think, we could say 2 gap or gap and a half, or, you know, that his ability to penetrate is really his strength.
I 100% agree, and I don't think you lose that at all. Okay. You just have to move him around.
Yeah.
So if Perrion, because on nickel downs are going to be 4-2-5, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Then sure, on pass rushing downs, put Perrion in B gap and let him rush upfield, right?
Okay.
But something gave me confidence. I watched Winfrey last year. I think it was the Chargers game.
Sure.
I believe Quinnen got hurt or something, and Perrion had to play, and it was the one game we've been waiting on it.
Yeah.
And I remember Perrion stacking and shedding people really well.
Really strong.
Strong.
Yeah.
And then when it was time for him to get upfield, he was able to do that as well. I think Perrion could do both, Bryan.
Okay. I just like to say, I was a little bit because to me, I see a guy that if you put him like in that gap, if you put him in the 1 or the 3, that he's just going to just take that gap. That's the way that he plays. So, if you feel like I think the strength levels are good enough to do what you want to do. I just think, man, is it one of those things where you're using a guy, and they always talk about using a guy to the best of his strengths. And I just always kind of thought about just watching Winfrey practice, how disruptive he was just getting up the field.
And that's honestly the BS about this, Brian.
Yeah.
Winfrey and Solomon were your best defensive tackles in camp last year.
There's no question they were.
They were your best guys.
They were their best. They were your best, But let me ask you this. Is there a place for Faulk on this roster from Auburn?
If Faulk was on this roster, I think he would be a backup to somebody.
So you don't even think he would be a starter?
I think Faulk would be playing Osa's role.
Okay.
I think Faulk would be Osa's role. And Osa ain't coming off the field. No. I mean, Faulk could come on for Osa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think, you know what I'm saying? If it's me, and I think Perrion could play behind Osa, or Solomon's going to probably play behind Osa, right? If it's up to me, Brian, I need bendy, explosive dudes that can get.
I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree. I totally agree. And this is what's killing me right now, is that we're talking about guys that aren't bendy and and explosive that way, And
I'll say this, right? You ain't got to be bendy. Cause like Messidor is different, you know what I'm saying?
He's bendy though, right?
When I'm saying bendy, I mean like Howell, Height, Thomas. We just talked about Malachi Lawrence. Messidor ain't like them in that way. Messidor can bend, you're right. But
I know on my stack.
What I'm saying, I think Messidor is more of a hand down guy.
Yeah.
And I think these guys that I was naming are like standing guys, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking about my standing guy. You're right, Messidor can bend. I'm thinking about my standing guys.
Right.
And Messidor would be different. I don't need any more Faulk, Parker, Lucas, Zion Youngs. I don't need those guys anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want those. I don't Gabe Jacques, Danny Dennis Smith. Yeah. I don't need them because I think I got enough of them. I got 5 interior defensive linemen that I think can fill all those roles.
Okay.
Besides that, I got Ezra Raku and James Houston right now.
Yeah.
That's who I got.
Let me sell you on the idea.
Please.
Let me say on this idea. Howell from Texas A&M. And I'm going to sell it to you this way. Christian Parker's influence in coaching is Coach Elko out there at Texas A&M. The way that he plays his scheme, that's his guy. Yeah. I'm connecting dots here.
Sure.
I'm connecting dots. Do you think that...
Would you feel comfortable taking him at 12?
No, I really wouldn't. Really, because I've got others. But I'm just saying if he was there at 20, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Sometimes these coaches...
He should be there at 20. Hopefully he'll be
there. These coaches, if they have influences in the way that they've developed their schemes, Christian Parker's going to go to Texas A&M's workout on March 12th.
And work him out.
And Coach Elko is going to convince him, Christian, in your scheme, you need one of these guys. Yeah. You need a guy like this.
Christian going to go down there with Cheetah, Osa, Cora Moore.
Yeah.
What her name is?
You got it. I've got to learn about all these coaches. But the Georgia influence too. You're talking about the coach from Georgia. Yeah. Same thing. Like you're going to see these coaches. Let's be honest, Jimmy Johnson leaned on this when he came to the Cowboys in '89. He knew the college game. So he knew the college players. He knew who to go. He had an idea of like, okay, I've seen this guy play, but I have a feeling Christian Parker is going to get influenced with some of his former coaches or guys that he respects. Yeah. This is why I'm keeping an eye on. I'll tell you what we might need to do. A&M's Pro Day. We might take
just drive over there.
Just drive down there and let me buy a chicken fried steak and watch A&M Pro Day and watch the Cowboys coaches work these guys out. Yeah. Because I think you're spot on with the guys you have. I'm just trying to think of the next guys. I'm just trying to think of like, okay, now who is going to be the stand-up guy, or who's going to be? And the thing with Howell from A&M, we've seen a stand-up guy, right?
Yeah.
So
even if the Cowboys were to sign like Hendrickson or something,
yeah,
I'm still looking for like my outside rusher guys.
yeah.
In case Hendrickson got to take a break. Hendrickson might get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I still think you need multiple pass. All you got is Ezra Rocco and James Houston right now.
I'm kind of leaning this thing. Is going to be, I think this thing is going to be a corner at 12 and one of those edges at 20. That's what I'm leaning. And the edge that you want.
Let me ask you this:
do you have an edge? Do you have an edge
at 20?
You have an edge at 20?
How height are Mason Thomas?
There you go. Okay, there you go. There you go. At least you got names.
However, Brian, I think there's a scenario where they don't take edge at all.
Okay.
If Downs is there at 12, we run to the board.
Yeah.
I don't think Downs is going to be there.
Saw a mock draft today in Pro Football Focus. They had Downs and Allen with the 2 picks.
I'll take that. Yeah. But Brian, let me just ask you one more thing.
They get past the Giants. I can't wait to talk to the Giants guys about they ain't letting that Downs get past them, right?
Man, they suck at drafting. Hey, Brian,
I'll tell them that. Hey, my guy I work with tells me you suck at drafting.
They do. Brian, let me ask you this, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, likelihood, right? 10 being, I guarantee.
I'll go 8.
No. Watch this.
I know.
That they take a safety in the first round. What's the likelihood? And I ain't just talking about Downs at 12. I'm talking about them dudes at 20 also.
Me personally, I'd do it. Right. Me personally, 1 to 8 or 1 to 10.
Yep.
7.
I think the best player at 20 might be Thieneman.
It might be. If they were to, now, does that affect you if they sign Reed Blankenship?
Because this the exercise we've been running.
Yeah, Blankenship, I think you need a guy. You need another guy.
I think we need 3 safeties.
You need 3 safeties.
I think we need 3 safeties. And I think that they think that too.
I don't disagree with you on that. I just kind of had this feeling that it was going to be a corner. Mm-hmm. It might be your edge, and it might be your safety. Yeah. There's a couple different ways they can go, but I think you're right about you having the guys on. But I would keep an eye on Howell from Texas A&M.
Brian, we got an interesting group today.
Yeah.
Kyle Lewis, linebacker from Pitt.
All right.
Le'Veon Moss, running back from Texas A&M.
All right.
Cowboys down there to work him out too.
Yeah.
And Genesis Smith, the safety from Arizona. Who do you think I like the most, Brian?
This is going to sound weird. You probably don't like the Arizona safety. He's really kind of a true free, but he doesn't tackle. Didn't tackle well enough for you, so you probably don't like him enough. I'm going to say you like that smaller, maybe the Lewis from Pitt.
Lewis is the best guy that I have on this list right now.
Yeah.
All these guys got warts, though.
We're getting to that point, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we're 100 players into this thing.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we really are. We're looking, we're not to the point where we're just looking for traits in the 6th, 7th round.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do. And is Lewis's warts that he's short?
He a little bitty.
Let me ask you this.
Is he a linebacker or a safety?
I think he's a safety. I think
more than likely he's going to be a strong.
I think what's going to happen to him. Yeah. I think what's going to happen to him is he's going to be that guy that's again that hybrid player we're talking about, because what you do see, 6 foot, he's 224.
Cover his ass off.
He covers. Yeah. So you could do a lot of things with him.
Yeah. He's
really an undersized linebacker, but he's got a feel for how to process plays and make stops. Mm-hmm. He could rush, he could blitz, he could play coverage, he creates turnovers, he gets in passing lanes, he could rip the ball loose. He's really not limited in any of those areas I just described.
Did you see my tweet that I posted?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, Bryan, don't apologize, man.
I'm usually on board with you. What did I miss?
Got Kyle Lewis, boy. Let me tell you something about Kyle.
Oh, you're showing me.
Stanford. It's the Stanford game. Oh, look.
Wait, we need to hook it up on the. Can we hook it up on the screen? You think?
Zach got my Twitter. He probably do it like that.
Okay.
Look, Bryan, he right there. Right there. Yeah. And it's plays like this that just made me lose my shit. He right here.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. Return, carry, eyes around looking for the football, Bryan.
Yeah.
At linebacker.
Yeah. Okay.
This the problem. I don't know how much linebacker he gonna play.
No.
If he was big enough, like if he was 20 pounds bigger, he's a second round pick or some shit, Bryan.
Yeah.
But he
takes on blockers.
Yeah.
He uses his hands.
He's good in the run game.
Sometimes he gets caught, but he's got speed. He's got athletic ability. Yep. He's decisive, run and pass. He could read the blocks. He reads keys. He comes flying downhill. He's got instincts. He's got speed. Change of direction. His lack of height and bulk might be a turnoff to some teams. Yeah. I don't know how it's a turnoff to when you watch him play. He's making every play.
Mm-hmm. This the problem, Bryan. I don't think a team can put him anywhere in a full-time capacity. I don't think he could be a full-time safety. I don't think he could be a full-time linebacker. And that's going.
You think he could be? You think he could play as a will?
Bryan, this is what he's going to be. And I think there's going to be more room for guys like this in the league.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be a week-to-week guy. I think we're going to have to start talking about these week-to-week guys.
Oh, it's almost like, okay.
If we're playing San Francisco,
this is who he's covering.
You're Christian McCaffrey guy.
Yeah.
If we're playing against Detroit, you either going to be on Laporta or Gibbs. That's your role.
Well, I like what you're doing.
He's going to be the chess piece to keep you in base.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you're onto something.
If we against like the Eagles or something, and Dallas Goedert may be a little too big for you, but you might be good doing, man, then you'll just be like the full-time safety in that game. Yeah. Or if you don't have a dangerous slot receiver on this team, then cool. I trust you being full-time nickel guy here and just travel with this dude. If we playing against the Eagles, go follow Jahan Dotson.
Yeah.
Dotson play inside and outside. Go follow. If A.J. Brown get in the slot, go outside and do that. Somebody else going to come. I think you have to be creative to use him. I think you got to be creative to use Genesis Smith. We're going to talk about him a little bit later.
Yeah.
But Bryan, he could play football. I just don't know what his full-time job is.
You got him, though.
Yeah.
You got him. If we were in a war room situation right now, and we were having a discussion about this player, you just gave a great report. You got to convince the coaches, if we take this guy, you have to have a plan.
And if you leave him in one spot, other teams going to take advantage of that, and they'll put him in difficult situations. So you have to move him every single week. But he could be a difference maker on any level, Bryan, because he's doing something different every week. I like the player, but I got him in the fourth because he ain't got a job. He ain't got a spot.
I stuck him in the third, man.
Yeah.
I did.
It's tough.
I fell in love with a guy that, to me, I would love to have Ramsey. Oh, if you're talking about safety guys, Ramsey USC, Halsey LSU, Bud Clark TCU. I'd love all those guys more. This guy might be a better football player than all those guys.
He's a much more scary weapon than them. He's a scarier weapon than them. Because now all of a sudden your running backs can't get off in the passing game.
Yeah.
And we don't have to change formations and packages and personnels. He got a job no matter what the personnel is.
Man, I really like what you're talking about week to week.
Yep.
I like that. You're going to have to sell this guy. Now, maybe not much. If your coaches watch the tape, they're going to look at this and go, wow, look at that number 9 making every single tackle out there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, look at he's playing as a linebacker. Oh, wait, he's playing in the slot. He's playing as a safety.
And
they rotate him over here.
The last line of my report, some pass rush value.
Yeah.
He got some pass rush value.
He does.
They be blitzing him. Yeah.
I put him in the third.
Yeah.
And I think you're on to something. He is the last line of my report is let me see here. Plays with awareness, instincts, could see him playing that hybrid role that's buzzed in the draft media world. Guy makes a ton of plays. That's what my last line of my report is. Yeah. 6 foot, 224. Will Lewis, really good football player from Pitt. recommend you watch him if you haven't yet.
I don't think we're going to talk about Le'Veon Moss incredibly long. I think he's
an interesting guy.
He's interesting. I think he's what he is, but I think he's an interesting player, Brian.
Yeah. He's hurt though.
Why don't you tell us about him, bro?
Well, I mean, he's hurt and he just hasn't. I mean, listen, he looks good on tape. Sure does. There'll be times when you watch him. He's 5'11". He's 210 pounds. Yeah. He's explosive with the ball in his hands. Yeah. He's got the ability to make cuts. He can find running room, the vision, the patience as a runner. He sees an opportunity, then he's able to take advantage of that. He can identify holes. He gets through them quickly. Really a north-south runner. He's got some big playability to him. He can make the backside cuts, the short yardage runner, the power to keep his feet and legs moving. You can see him kind of moving the pile. He can break tackles. He's just not a guy that catches the ball particularly well.
Sure.
And because I think he's underdeveloped, they really haven't tried him in that. And he's got some issues as a pass blocker.
As a blocker, yeah.
So really all he could do is he runs the football very well, but you have to take him off the field for the other stuff. And he's got an injury history. I mentioned that. He's had to deal with knee and things like that. But, I mean, here's an explosive player, but the team that drafted him, you're going to need to work on his hands and you're going to need to work on his blocking because that's how he's going to stay on the field longer because he does neither one of those very well. But, man, I do love the size. I do love the power. I do love the explosiveness. I just think he's kind of the three things he needs to do, he only does one of them well.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with that.
I got Nick Singleton over him in the 4th round.
Yeah.
I just think Nick was a better pass catcher.
Yeah.
And him not catching the ball and not being a good blocker is really what's going to bump him down. But he's a really good runner, though.
Yeah.
I think he missed games both years, like this year.
He did, yeah. It's been a struggle. He missed. He got hurt during the middle of the season, and then they brought him back for the playoff game against Miami, and he got hurt again. So you might be dealing with a guy that chronically has those issues that you have to deal with. But I think you got him right. Singleton over Moss in the 4th.
Just something else I got too is he's also a very patient runner.
He is.
And I think his vision's really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just that you just got to account for the third down stuff. You know?
Third down stuff is going to be a problem.
And look, I think he can be developed as a pass catcher, but
you can't see it.
He just ain't ready right now.
Not right now.
I got him in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Where'd you? And you had Lewis in the 3rd.
I had Lewis in the 3rd. Yeah.
Give him a grade.
Man,
136, 138.
I think he's more like a 134.
You like him? Okay.
Yeah,
him. Okay, cool.
I do. Cool. Middle of the round.
Higher than Trotter and Rodriguez?
I would take Trotter. Well, see, but I got the safety. I got him as a safety.
He's a safety for you. Okay.
Yeah, so he's safety. So what I told you is I've got like Ramsey, Halsey, Bud Clark all in that group. Bud Clark's my free. Ramsey, Halsey are my strong. I've got him underneath Ramsey, Halsey in that strong safety group.
You know what, Brian? If he's a safety, he'll be a 3 for me too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put him in.
I thought you were going to fight me again, bring up the Imagn thing again.
No, you ain't talking about that.
You got him down there with it.
Hey, but look though, Brian.
Yeah.
Since he's in the 3rd.
Yeah.
When you got Scott from Miami?
I got Scott in the 2nd.
I think he's better than Scott at safety.
Yeah.
If Scott's going to be a safety, I think Lewis plays safety better than Scott. I do think you're correct that he's under Clark and Halsey. I do agree there.
Yeah, so you got Ramsey up in the 2nd, right?
Got Ramsey as a 4.
Oh, got Ramsey as a 4.
Yeah.
Man, I just like Scott a lot.
I like Scott a ton,
but
he falling because this is, to be fair, this is a really good safety group.
But what happens is Scott's not going to cover as well.
That's why I got Lewis over Scott.
I see. What
as a safety, I got Lewis over Scott.
I see what you're doing here.
And
the more you look at these guys, the more you realize
Wheatley's bumping people. Clark is bumping people.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just where we at.
I agree. Yep, I agree.
Genesis Smith ain't bumping nobody down the board, Brian. But it's interesting, right? He's interesting. He's another character that needs to be put in proper context. When we talk about Cowboys looking for safety, right?
Uh-huh.
I think we got to start differentiating the safeties. You can look for the safety that's on the roof, and then we got like our nickel safety type guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Arizona played Genesis Smith a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
He wasn't good everywhere. I think he's really good on the roof. Shouts out to Fusty King. That's his terminology. Uh-huh. I think he's real good on the roof just as a true free guy. Uh-huh. Don't ever walk him down.
Yeah.
Don't ever walk him down. Part of your job as a safety is coming up and tackling a little bit. And Genesis Smith.
Great name, by the way.
Genesis Smith is fire. Home by the sea, you feel me? But he will dive at some ankles and he will olay. Yeah. He might as well carry one of them red blankets that them bullfighters be carrying.
Yeah, he's a matador.
Yeah, a matador. Yeah. Brian, he might as well have one of them red sheets out there. Mm-hmm. And when a ball carrier come his way, huzzah! And just let that because he don't tackle a soul. Whether he's at free, sometimes if you at free, you'll miss a tackle because the angle is weird. You know what I mean? I just don't think he wants to tackle anybody. Mm-hmm. But Brian, he kind of flies as a cover guy though. Brian, yeah, he flies hell as a cover guy because his ass got some range.
He does have some range.
He can identify.
He can.
He know them routes. And look, Brian, everybody's not good dealing with crossing routes.
Yeah.
Bro, he was beating the shit out of some of the crossing routes, bro. It was coming right at him.
Yeah.
And he just stepped up and boom, he made his plays, Brian. So Genesis Smith you have to compartmentalize a little bit. Uh-huh. Just a little bit. If you're coaching them, put them on the roof, leave them on the roof, and you got to talk shit to them. So look, quit being soft, man. Go down there and tackle them damn people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he's the 11th guy and he's really the last line of defense, then all right, cool, bet. Yeah. I think you can coach some aggressive tackling in him. But Brian, if you just throwing the ball, if he's playing against Hawaii, he's good to go. Yeah. If he's against Georgia Tech, he in deep shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to kind of differentiate that because the Cowboys play the Eagles every year, twice.
Right. No, you're right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And they want to get a ball to Saquon. I ain't got time for you to have that red blanket with Saquon out there. Yeah. But he'll pick Jalen Hurts off 5 times a game.
He will. You're right.
He read them eyes, boy. Go ahead, please. Talk about Genesis Smith.
6'2", 205.
Yeah.
This guy is a true free safety.
For sure.
He is a true free safety. I think leave him on the roof.
On the roof. Shouts out to Foots.
Shouts out to you, Foots, for that one. That's a good one. I'll steal that one. He does have an ideal blend of size and athletic ability for the position. Yeah. He is a true center fielder. He can play off the hash and 2 deep. He's got range. You mentioned that. He can cover some ground when reacting to the play. He's got some quick feet, fluid movements for the position. He's able to pick up and run with the receiver down the field. He's got some nice transitions from back pedal to driving on the ball quickly. He does a good job of coming forward on the screen passes, stuff like that. I thought he could be disruptive at the catch point due to his length. He sees routes well. You mentioned about the tackling. He made – I was watching Baylor, BYU, Houston. He had some really nice plays in the tight red zone where he actually – it was short and he stepped up to take on a ball carrier at the goal line and was able to make a tackle. I mean, that was one of those times like – okay, maybe he can do it. For the most part, though, there's going to be some funny angles.
We sold you a false ass bill of goods, didn't we?
There's going to be some funny angles, and there's going to be some missing going on there too.
To you.
But I think the thing with Genesis Smith is, if you're one of those teams that wants to play with a traditional single high guy, you play a lot of that cover 3 stuff, and you want to have a guy that playing off the hash. This guy is one of the best that I'd seen when it comes to, the range and being able to cover and knows where he needs to be. But the tackling is troubling at times. So I had him in the 4th round. Yeah. Is where I had him. I had him in the with the free safety groups. As I would stack them, my free safeties, Thieneman from Oregon, Wheatley from Penn State, McNeil Warren from Toledo. All those guys are 2nd-round players. Bud Clark in the 3rd from TCU, and then Genesis Smith from Arizona in the 4th.
I think another problem too, Brian, with him not being drafted so high, and he's a young guy playing defense.
Yeah.
He can't play special teams for you, or you wouldn't want him to.
Yeah. Can't tackle.
So like what? Enough, yeah. So what's really going to happen with that? You know what I'm saying? He might go later. Yeah. He might go later. But I could see a world, Brian, And we just talking about Cowboy land for
like
30
day
seconds.
3 if he was there.
Brian, if you could, how about this, Brian? Voch says this. If you can turn your 4s and your 5s into like Torian York and Genesis Smith.
That's not a bad day's work.
That ain't a bad day in day 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think they'll be in that range.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Torian York is another guy that's like situationally can do some really good stuff. Probably can't do full-time stuff for you.
Of the shorter linebacker type guys.
Yeah.
York or Lewis from Pitt. We think Lewis is a safety, right?
I got Lewis higher than
if you had to play Lewis, you'd have, I had Lewis higher.
Yeah.
Too.
I got a 4 on York and I got a 3 on Lewis.
And you got Ngolade from Cincinnati having the 2.
Well, he's a 2 because he's the GOAT, Brian. That's different. He gonna come out here and tear it up at the combine. You gonna call me? You be like, this MF.
Am I gonna open a show? Am I gonna open a show from Indianapolis saying
this MF of gold? They ain't gonna make it to the second round. We got to take him.
You think he goes late 1?
I think he goes late 1. I think he's gonna go out there and crush it athletically.
Yeah,
and they're gonna pair that with the film that he has and the versatility that he plays with, and the smarts and the knowledge. I don't see a world.
You're gonna tell everybody out there, don't look at that mess of him playing detached, right?
Yeah. Ignore him as a nickel.
Yeah,
and just think about him playing linebacker. Think about him playing.
Why did people not see this going in then? This is what media scouts really misses.
I think people not watching film. I think people do way too early mock drafts and they hang on to them.
And they think that the guy can't play.
Because that's a good thing about us. Like when we watching film.
Yeah.
When we watching film and we break these guys down, like we don't do way too early mock drafts.
Right.
We don't make our own board. Like we make one board.
Yeah.
I know y'all do mocks on the stack, but if I'm hosting, I don't do mocks here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to gather information.
Yeah.
I don't want to do mock drafts too early.
Yeah.
I'll do a 3-round mock draft.
Right.
I don't really know the seconds.
Yeah.
I don't really know the round 2 or the round 3 guys.
Yeah.
And then we get to our February work.
Yeah.
And I got it labeled here, I got 39 second round grades.
I
labeled yours the way you could do it.
34.
34. So
34 second round grades, 38 third round grades.
And these are guys that we watched last week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've got some 4th round grades and some 5th round grades too.
So Brian, what might happen is somebody may look at Gold Day's like last year film.
Yeah.
And he'll go, well, this is where I have Gold Day, but they don't update it.
Right.
And then they'll just wait around, and then some real scout will go, hey man, we got Gold Day. Hi, what y'all talking about? And then they rewatch Gold. Oh yeah, Gold Day's right here now. That's why I like what we do.
Yeah.
We don't jump on knowing everybody.
Right.
Don't ask me about no 4th round guys in January. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know.
Yep, you're right.
But by the time we get to April, everybody that I've talked about, and we trying to shoot for 215, we've watched them dudes. We've watched them. We've watched multiple games of film on them, and we've come in here and we discussed them.
Yeah.
So when I'm ranking Gold Day, you'll never see somebody on my board go from the 5th round to the 2nd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You'll never see LT Overton in my 2nd round stack. Right. I watched them multiple games, and then I came here and talked to you, and we hashed it out a little bit.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you about him at all.
We might even text before we hash it out a little bit. And I'm like, all right, I've had enough conversation about LT Overton. Yeah. He's in the 4th or the 5th, and that's where I'm leaving him.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may jump rounds, but you don't jump days.
Yeah.
On my board.
On your board.
So I don't know how they operating over there, at them other programs, but that's what we do here at the headquarters. You know what I'm saying, on the mothership. We appreciate y'all for being here, hanging out with us. You know what I'm saying. Go in the comments. Tell me what you think about my Solomon Thomas Perrion Winfrey theory. What you guys think about that? Yeah. You want to go sign somebody, John Franklin Myers or something, John Jacob James, or if you want to draft somebody, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know what your theories are. Me and Brian will be in the comments looking at them. Brian will be on the plane reading them something.
Yeah. And
we'll be doing that there. So please let us know. And just tell us what you thought about these. If you thought Genesis Smith was a good tackler, hey, as long as you watch the film, we could disagree, but just whatever. Hey, Brian, where do we find that hat with the stack on it?
Yeah, we've got it all on the on our website.
CrownGlobeMedia.com. We're making pushes.
Yep.
We're even selling our stack notebooks, so y'all be sure to go get you one.
Yep.
You can get whatever logo you want on whatever clothing. It's all on CrownGlobeMedia.com. If you're looking for the audio, if you're looking for the clips page, any other work that we're doing, it's all on CrownGlobeMedia.com. All right? He still ain't got his page, man. So he's gonna be.
I'm in a fight with those people now.
He's gonna be updating us from Indy from Crown Global Media on Twitter.
I will, and
I'll be here, not updating y'all. I'll just be retweeting the shit at Voch Lombardi. So y'all be sure y'all go find me there. Love y'all to pieces, man. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow with some. Well, we got some film. Hold on, wait a minute. We got some film to break down. Y'all got some homework. Wait a minute. I was about to leave you tomorrow, Bryan.
Yes,
the 25th. Y'all write this down. This is gonna be on the test. Shit, I lost it. Oh, wait. Here we go. On the 25th, we got Desmond Claiborne, running back from Wake Forest. Traden Stukes, the cornerback from Arizona. Ooh. You got 3 corners? Damn. Yeah. Will Lee, cornerback from Texas A&M, and Xavier Scott, cornerback from Illinois. We're going to have a cornerback and a running back.
Party on that day, huh?
Some days you have parties. Just
some days you have a cornerback party, yeah.
Just to kind of get through.
Got to line them up.
Yeah, you got to get through the list.
Got to line them up.
We love y'all to pieces. We'll catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Crown.